6. The universal set U is defined as a set of integers between 11 and 26. So integers is whole numbers between 11 and 26. A and B are subsets of U such that A is even numbers, B multiples of 3. Right? How many members are in the universal set? List the members in the subset A, list the members in subset B. Draw the Venn diagram to represent the relationship amongst A, B, and E. All right. Now, if the universal set is integers between 11 and 26. Now, they say between, they didn't say including. Right? So the numbers would start from 12 and finish at 25. So 12, 13, 14, comma, dot, dot, dot. They showed continuity, comma, to 25. Right? But part A, right, asks for how many members in the set. So the number of elements in the universal set. So we had to count it out. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 14 numbers. Right, so that's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 20, 25. So you count them again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So just in case you didn't understand, right? How do I get 14? Or we could say, now the problem is saying 25 minus 12, you'll get 13. Right? Now, this is wrong, so don't do that. Right? So there are 14 numbers. So you have to count them out. Don't subtract. If you subtract, you're going to get the wrong answer. List the members of the set A. So the set A. And the set A is even numbers. So what are the even numbers? Out of these numbers here. So the even numbers will start at 12 and finish at 24. So 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, and 24. C, list the members in the set B. So the members in the set B are multiples of 3. Fix my curly brackets. Right, and the multiples of 3 within the numbers will be 12, 15, 18, 21, and 24. Now we can see that from the set A and B, we have some intersections. We have 12, we have 18, and we have 24. So part D, where they ask us to draw the Venn diagram. I'll zoom out a little bit so we can get all the values. We know the Venn diagram we represent by rectangles, 2 circles, right. Put one red and one black for now. Now the universal set, just write U. You don't have to write what the elements are. This is set A, this is set B. The intersection will have the common elements. So we'll have 12, 18, and 24. The remainder of the set A will be 14, 16, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, and 22. The remainder of the set B will have 15 and 21. But that's not all the numbers we have, right? So we have to move, so not move, we have to write some values on the outside. So what values are missing on the outside? So we don't have 13, so 13, 14, 15, 16. We don't have 17. We have 18, 19. We don't have 20. We have 21, 22, 23. We don't have. 24 is here. We don't have 25, so 25 goes outside. Right? And that will represent all the elements in the set. So that's it there. Number 7, in a class of 32 students, all the students study Spanish, S for Spanish, and 20 of the students study French, F for French. All right, this is a January 2014 question. To represent this information in a diagram, calculate the number of students who study Spanish but not French. That's basically asking for Spanish only. And write using set notation the relationship between F and S. French and Spanish. Okay, so they want us to draw the Venn diagram. Rectangles and circles. So the universal set will give us the number of students. It's 32. Let's call this one S, call this one F. S for Spanish, F for French. So the number of students in Spanish is equal to 20. No, wait, I didn't read that properly. All students study Spanish. So this diagram is definitely wrong. So let's try that again. All students study Spanish, and 20 of the students study French. Okay. So what does that mean? All students study Spanish, and there will be a subset of students that study French. So a nice question. Caught me off guard. So again, let's label number of elements in the universal set will represent all the students, which is 32. This will be the Spanish students, which is all. Right? So the number of elements in the Spanish is 32. And this is French. So the number of students in the French class is 20. That's the diagram. Calculate the number of students who study Spanish but not French. This is easy. So if you study Spanish but not French, so basically you want Spanish only. So again, the notation for Spanish only is Spanish intersect students who do not study French, or the composite of the French group, which would be all the students minus the French students. So 32 minus 20, which is 12. So 12 students. So 12 students will be outside here. This will be 20 inside here, right? So if you add it up, you'll get 32. C, write using set notation the relationship between French and Spanish. If all the students that study French study Spanish, we call this a subset. And we write subset like this. So French students is a subset of the Spanish students. And that is all they're asking for, to give us the scientific notation. So how this is read, French is a subset of Spanish, or the French students is a subset of the Spanish students. Basically, that is what they say in asking. That's a nice question. Number 8. A survey of 30 students in Form 5 showed that some students use cameras, C, or mobile phones, M, to take photographs. 20 students use mobile phones, 4 students use cameras, only cameras. So this is very specific. X students use both cameras and phones. 2 students did not use either. So copy the Venn diagram and finish it. So it's here. So the universal set, number of students in the universal set is 30. Call this C, call this M, number of elements in C. Cameras is 4x. So we don't have to put the number of elements in that one. So this is 4x. The intersection is x. And the number of elements for mobile phones is 20. Now, why I write this here and not here is because this would incorporate the students that use both, right? And then 2 students on the outside. So in reality, here would be 20 minus x. Write an expression in terms of x to represent the total number of students in the survey. So again, an expression doesn't have an equal sign, so it will be 4x plus 20 minus x plus 2. Oops, not 22. And C, determine the number of students in Form 5 who use only cameras. So basically, they're asking us to solve for here, which is 4x, right? Now, if we were to simplify it, we'll have 4x, and this x is 5x, take away x, we'll come back to 4x, plus 20 plus 2 is 22, and we know it's equal to 30 students. So again, we want to find for x, so we'll solve by removing the 22. So 4x will be 30 minus 22. And 4x will be 8 equal to 8 divided by 4 to get the value of x. And you will get 2. So 2 students. And I didn't need to go that far. Why? Because they wanted to find out how many students were here, which is 4x already. Now, if they were asking you to find for x, right? If they were asking to find for x, you divide by 4 like what I just did, right? So the number of students that use cameras only will be 8 students. And again, the scientific notation or the set notation would be cameras intersect mobile phones composite. It would be a 1 there, not a dash. So mobile phones composites is equal to 8 students. And we have reached the end of today's session.